Welcome back. I found some key differences that almost no one talks about. So watch to the end or you'll miss the most important part.
I knew accounting software pricing had gotten wild when my coffee subscription started to feel cheaper than my bookkeeping tools. So let's start where the pain usually begins. Pricing. Moneyspire immediately takes a very different approach from most modern accounting software. And honestly, it feels almost rebellious. Instead of monthly subscriptions, tier upgrades, or surprise renewals, Moneyspire uses a one-time purchase model. A new Moneyspire license typically costs around $60 as a single payment, while upgrades for existing users are usually discounted to roughly $50. You pay once, you own it, and you're not renting your own financial data month after month. There's no per-user pricing, no feature gating, and no unlock this report for an extra fee nonsense. Now compare that to Odoo, which is built on a modular, subscription-based ecosystem. Odoo offers a free plan if you only use one app, which sounds incredible at first, but the moment you need more than a single function, accounting plus invoicing or accounting plus inventory, you move into paid territory. Odoo's standard pricing sits at roughly $9 per user per month, while more advanced setups cost more, especially once you factor in hosting options, customizations, and scaling users. Over time, that recurring cost can significantly outpace Moneyspire's one-time fee, especially for small teams or solo users. Shifting into features, Moneyspire focuses on being a clean, powerful desktop accounting system that puts control directly in the user's hands. It includes full double-entry accounting, bank and credit card account management, invoicing, bill tracking, budgeting tools, financial reporting, and support for multiple currencies. You can manage income, expenses, assets, liabilities, and equity with clarity without relying on cloud connections or constant syncing. Moneyspire is especially strong for users who want to work offline, maintain local data storage, and avoid handing sensitive financial information to third-party servers. Moneyspire also supports detailed reports including profit and loss statements, balance sheets, cash flow tracking, and customizable financial summaries. The interface is intentionally straightforward, prioritizing functionality over visual flair. It doesn't try to automate every decision for you, but instead gives you reliable tools to understand exactly where your money is going. For users who enjoy precision, transparency, and predictability, this approach is refreshing. The pros of Moneyspire are clear. You get full ownership of the software with no subscription pressure, predictable long-term costs, strong accounting fundamentals, and a system that doesn't constantly change its interface or pricing model. It's ideal for individuals, freelancers, small businesses, and anyone who wants dependable accounting without being locked into an ecosystem. The cons mainly come down to scope and automation. Moneyspire is not an ERP. It doesn't offer native payroll processing, deep inventory management, or large-scale integrations. There's also less automation compared to cloud platforms, meaning users must be comfortable managing transactions manually. For businesses that crave hands-off accounting or large operational systems, Moneyspire may feel intentionally limited by design.
Now let's zoom out and talk about Odoo in more depth, because this is where the contrast with Moneyspire becomes crystal clear. Odoo isn't trying to be just accounting software. It's positioning itself as the operating system for your entire business. Accounting is only one module in a massive ecosystem that includes CRM, sales, inventory, manufacturing, purchasing, HR, payroll, project management, marketing automation, customer support, and even website and e-commerce tools. This means your financial data doesn't live in isolation. Every invoice, stock movement, employee cost, and sales order can flow into your accounting records automatically. Odoo's accounting features include invoicing, automated bank reconciliation, expense tracking, VAT and tax handling, multi-currency support, financial reports, and real-time dashboards. Where it really shines is integration. When a sale is made, inventory updates automatically. When inventory moves, accounting entries follow. When payroll runs, expenses are reflected instantly. This level of interconnected automation can dramatically reduce manual work for businesses with complex operations. For growing companies, this can feel like magic when everything is set up correctly. Customization is another major pillar of Odoo. Businesses can tailor workflows, permissions, approval rules, and even build custom apps on top of the platform. Odoo Studio allows non-developers to tweak forms and processes, while advanced users can connect external APIs or extend functionality through custom code. Multi-company and multi-location support make it suitable for international businesses that need consolidated reporting across regions. However, this flexibility also introduces complexity. Odoo is not plug and play for most companies. Initial setup often requires careful planning, configuration, and sometimes paid implementation support. That leads directly into the pros and cons. The biggest advantage of Odoo is scalability. A business can start small and grow into a fully integrated ERP without switching systems. Automation across departments saves time, reduces errors, and improves visibility. Odoo is especially powerful for companies that want one source of truth instead of juggling multiple disconnected tools. The downside is cost transparency and learning curve. While the entry pricing looks reasonable on paper, costs increase as users are added and more modules are enabled. Hosting choices, customizations, and ongoing maintenance can push the total cost far beyond expectations. Many users also report that Odoo can feel overwhelming without proper onboarding, and that customer support quality varies depending on region and plan. Looking at user feedback helps balance the picture. Moneyspire holds a solid average rating of around 4 out of 5 on Trustpilot, with reviewers consistently praising its simplicity, one-time pricing, and reliability. Odoo currently sits lower, around 3.5 out of 5, based on a much larger volume of reviews. Positive feedback highlights flexibility and power, while negative reviews frequently mention complexity, support delays, and unexpected costs. Ratings change over time and depend heavily on user expectations, so always review the most recent feedback before committing. The final takeaway comes down to philosophy. If you want accounting that is calm, predictable, and fully under your control with no subscriptions, Moneyspire is built for exactly that mindset. If you want accounting woven into every part of a growing business, with automation and scale as the priority, Odoo delivers a level of power few platforms can match, as long as you're ready for the complexity. Click the link below to explore both platforms, review pricing and features in detail, and decide whether you need a focused accounting tool or a full business ecosystem. If this comparison helped you make a smarter decision, hit like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next deep dive software breakdown.